students, have you ever thought carefully about the clothes you wear every day? The shirt, dress, apron, uniform, or jacket we wear may look simple from outside, but behind every garment there is a complete process involving planning, measurement, designing, fabric selection, cutting, stitching, finishing, and packaging. Students, clothing is not just used for covering the body, it protects us from weather, gives comfort, reflects our culture, and also expresses our personality and fashion sense. From ancient times, humans used animal skins and natural fibers to protect themselves from heat, cold, rain, and harsh environmental conditions. Gradually, clothing evolved into an important part of civilization and human culture. Today, apparel making has become a huge industry connected with textile production, garment manufacturing, and fashion design. In this chapter, we will learn step by step how apparel is planned, how measurements are taken, how fabrics and tools are selected, how garments are stitched, and how finished products are prepared professionally. So, students, let us begin our journey into the fascinating world of apparel making. Introduction to apparel. Students, food, shelter, and clothing are the three basic needs of human beings. In ancient times, people mainly wore clothes for protection from heat, cold, rain, dust, and insects. In India, evidence of clothing can even be traced back to the ancient Sindhu Saraswati civilization. But today, clothing has become much more important than simple protection. Modern apparel reflects personality, profession, traditions, culture, social identity, and fashion trends. Students, the apparel industry works closely with two other important industries. The first is the textile industry. This industry produces fibers, yarn, and fabric. The second is the fashion industry. This industry focuses on style, trends, branding, and designer clothing. All three industries, textile, apparel, and fashion, work together and influence one another. For example, traditional embroidery and handcrafted fabrics from villages are now used by modern fashion designers all over the world. This shows how traditional art and modern fashion can beautifully combine together. Process chart. Before starting any apparel project, proper planning is extremely important. Students cannot directly begin cutting and stitching fabric. First, they must carefully organize the work. This planning process includes scoping, work, preparing a process chart, and understanding the requirements of the project. Scoping, work, students. Scoping work means understanding the complete project before beginning the actual work. Three important things must be considered. 1. Availability of resources. Students should first check what materials are available, whether proper tools are present, whether fabric, thread, scissors, needles, measuring tape, and sewing machines are available, and whether a teacher or expert can guide them. 2. Deciding what will be created. Students must think carefully about what type of apparel they want to make, whether the required resources are available, and whether the work can be completed within the given time. For example, apron, dress, bag, cushion cover, or school uniform. 3. Understanding the need. Students should also ask, who will use the apparel? Will it be comfortable? Will it be strong and durable? Will it be easy to wash and maintain? Proper planning helps avoid mistakes later. Upcycling, students, old clothes, and leftover fabrics should not always be thrown away. Many old materials can be creatively reused. This process is called upcycling. For example, old jeans can be converted into sling bags, fabric scraps can become patchwork designs, and old cloth can be transformed into decorative products. Upcycling helps reduce waste, save money, encourage creativity, and support sustainable fashion. Making a process chart. After selecting the apparel, students prepare a process chart. A process chart is a step-by-step plan showing what work will be done, who will do it, and when it will be completed. The process chart may include selecting fabric, taking measurements, drafting, cutting, stitching, finishing, packaging, and labeling. Students, a proper process chart improves teamwork, time management, organization, and efficiency. Site visit. Before beginning practical work, students are encouraged to visit tailoring shops, boutiques, garment units, or fashion studios. During the site visit, students can observe tools and materials, storage methods, sewing techniques, quality standards, safety precautions, and modern technology used in apparel making. Students can also interact with tailors, fashion designers, garment workers, and boutique owners. This real life observation helps students understand how apparel production happens professionally. Technical drawing of apparel. Students, every garment first begins as an idea. That idea is converted into a technical drawing. Technical drawing helps visualize shape, design, measurements, pockets, buttons, zippers, sleeves, necklines, and decorative details. Nowadays, many fashion designers use CAD software, computer aided design software, to create accurate technical drawings digitally. Body measurements. Students, correct body measurements are extremely important in apparel making. Wrong measurements can spoil fitting, comfort, appearance, and stitching quality. Important rules while taking measurements. The person should stand straight and relaxed. Thick winter clothing should not be worn during measurement. A flexible tailoring tape should be used. The tape should neither be too tight nor too loose. Measurements should include chest or bust, waist, hips, shoulders, sleeve length, and total garment length. Standard size and bespoke clothing. Students, large factories usually make garments according to standard sizes. But garments specially made for one individual customer are called bespoke clothing. Seam allowance. Students, while cutting fabric, extra cloth is always left near the edges for stitching and hemming. This extra space is called seam allowance. Usually, 1 to 2 centimeters extra fabric is added. Without seam allowance, the garment may become too tight or difficult to stitch properly. Selecting materials. Students, different garments require different fabrics according to their use and properties. Let us understand some common fabrics. Cotton. Cotton is soft, breathable, comfortable, and suitable for daily wear. Wool. Wool provides warmth, insulation, and protection during winter. It is used in sweaters, shawls, coats, and winter wear. Silk. Silk is naturally shiny, soft, expensive, and commonly used for festive and formal occasions. Linen. Linen is one of the strongest natural fibers suitable for summer clothing and highly durable. Polyester cotton blend. This fabric is strong, wrinkle resistant, easy to wash, and commonly used for school uniforms. Students, selection of fabric depends upon comfort, durability, weather, and purpose of the apparel. Selecting tools. Students, many important tools are used in apparel making. Tailoring tape, used for taking measurements. Scissors, used for cutting fabric and thread. Sewing machine, used for stitching fabric pieces together quickly and neatly. Pins, used for temporarily holding fabric pieces in place. Iron, used for removing wrinkles and pressing seams neatly. Needles, used for hand stitching thimble. Protects fingers from needle pricks while stitching thick fabric. Tailor's chalk, used for marking outlines and measurements on fabric. Safety while using tools. Students must always follow safety precautions. Scissors should be handled carefully. Fingers must stay away from sewing machine needles. Iron should be used carefully under supervision. Pins and needles should be stored safely. Thimble should be used while pushing needles through thick fabric. Safety is always important during apparel making. Bill of materials. Students, before making any garment, materials and costs must be estimated properly. This estimation is called bill of materials or BOM. BOM includes fabric quantity, thread, buttons, lace, zippers, decoration materials, labor cost, and total production cost. Students also calculate time spent, human effort, and labor value. BOM helps reduce wastage, manage expenses, and organize work efficiently. Basics of apparel making. Sewing. Students, sewing is one of the most important skills in apparel making. Stitching can be done by hand or using a sewing machine. Even when machines are used, basic hand stitching knowledge remains important. Important points during hand stitching: draw a reference line, keep stitches straight and even, maintain equal tension, avoid loose or uneven stitches, avoid damaging the fabric, pull the needle away from yourself carefully. Types of stitches: running stitch, used for temporary stitching, joining layers and simple seams. Backstitch, used for strong seams, repairs and straps. It creates stronger stitching. Split stitch, used mainly for embroidery, decorative outlines and designs. Buttonhole stitch, used for buttonholes and preventing fabric edges from fraying. Hemming stitch, used for neatly finishing garment edges. Safety while using sewing machine. Students, while using sewing machines, place machine on a stable surface, sit properly in correct posture, allow light from left side, do not pull fabric forcefully, cut thread using scissors, and use both hands carefully while handling the machine. Drafting and paper pattern. Students, drawing garment measurements and shapes on paper is called drafting. Once the paper is cut according to the design, it becomes paper pattern. Paper patterns help reduce mistakes, maintain proper measurements, reduce fabric wastage, and create similar garments repeatedly. Steps include finalizing design, writing measurements, drawing full-size shapes, labeling parts, checking measurements, and cutting neatly. Preparing fabric. Before cutting, fabric must be prepared carefully. Step 1. Pre-washing. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, and rayon must be washed before cutting. This removes future shrinkage. Step 2. Ironing. Fabric should be ironed properly to remove wrinkles and creases. Smooth fabric helps accurate marking and cutting. Step 3. Folding. Fabric is folded neatly so that both edges align properly. Marking and cutting fabric. Students, paper patterns are placed carefully on fabric. The patterns should be placed straight, neatly, and in a way that reduces fabric wastage. Then, patterns are pinned, outlines are marked using tailor's chalk, seam allowance is added, and cutting is done carefully. Important tips: make long, smooth cuts. Avoid small, uneven cuts. Keep scissors parallel to the surface. Proper cutting improves fitting, appearance, and durability. Sieving the product. After cutting, fabric pieces are stitched together. Students, at the beginning and end of seams, backstitches are used to lock the stitches properly. This prevents seams from opening during washing, stretching, or regular use. While stitching, maintain steady speed, avoid uneven stitching, avoid fabric gathering, and keep seams aligned. Finishing the product. After stitching, the garment must be finished neatly. Finishing includes trimming loose threads, overlocking raw edges, hemming sleeves, hemming necklines, and pressing with iron. Proper finishing improves appearance, increases durability, prevents fraying, and provides comfort. Surface decoration. Students, garments can be made more attractive using embroidery, patchwork, tie and dye, block printing, quilting, lace, beads, and sequins. These decorative techniques improve the beauty and uniqueness of apparel, packaging, and labeling. After finishing, the apparel is packed carefully. Packaging protects garments from dust, dirt, moisture, and damage during transport. Labeling is also very important. Labels provide information about brand name, size, washing instructions, ironing instructions, and care symbols. Labels help customers maintain garments properly. Important points while making apparel. Students should always remember: gather information before starting work. Pre-wash and iron fabric, mark and cut carefully, stitch at steady speed, finish neatly, and reuse old clothes whenever possible. Upcycling and sustainable fashion help reduce waste, protect environment, and encourage responsible use of materials. Conclusion: so students, today we learned Introduction to Apparel, Textile, Apparel and Fashion Industries, Process Chart, Scoping Work, Upcycling, Site Visits, Technical Drawing, Body Measurements, Seam Allowance, Selecting Materials and Tools, Safety Precautions, Bill of Materials, Sewing Techniques, Drafting and Paper Patterns, Fabric Preparation, Marking and Cutting, Stitching, Finishing, Decoration, Packaging, and Labeling. Students, apparel making is not simply about stitching clothes. It is a beautiful combination of creativity, planning, science, design, measurement, skill, and craftsmanship. It also teaches patience, teamwork, sustainability, and problem solving. And remember, students, when creativity, skill, planning, and careful workmanship come together, a simple piece of fabric can be transformed into a beautiful and useful garment. I hope this chapter helped you understand the complete process of apparel making and the importance of thoughtful and sustainable fashion. Thank you, students.